Hello and welcome to Light Up the Darkness, episode 8, entitled Change. This is part 3, and let's jump in. Now, I think you guys are warmed up to me now, so you probably understand how I look at certain things. I'm just gonna start stepping on toes now, but I'm stepping on your toe with love, compassion, and with a heart full of joy, right? I'm gonna jump in. Let's do it. So, change. How many persons are willing to change? It is very funny, and I'm going to try not to be biased, but when it comes to relationships, a man is willing to change to make a woman fall in love with him. A woman is willing to change for a man to fall in love with her. How many of us understand that change is something that we have to do? And even if you make up your mind that you're going to stay the same, this is how you were born this way, you're not going to change for anybody. I'm going to tell you that that's a dream you can't hold on to too tight, because change is something that happens subconsciously as well. Prime example, let's say that you're walking, right? And you want to get to a certain area quickly. You increase the pace at which you walk. While you're walking quicker, you're not realizing that your breathing is getting more hasty. Before long, you realize you can't catch your breath because your body has to change its breathing to keep up with the pace that you're walking. That's something that you do subconsciously because nobody has control of how hard they can actually breathe when they're exerting certain force. You can try to control it, but your heart rate is gonna beat faster and faster the more work you do. Now, I'm not going to dive into the relationship aspect of it, but change is something that we do. But make sure that you're changing for the right reasons. Now, if you're trying to change for someone to like you, that's good in itself, but don't do too much to the point where you become a complete different person. I always found it very funny when I see people, they will change how they talk, they will change how they walk, they will even change how they look just to get another person's attention. And yes, it's good to be yourself, but sometimes it takes some time to understand and even to find out who you are as an individual. You always hear people say the saying, I never know myself them time there. Or they say, when I didn't know myself. So get the time or take the time out to know who you are. Don't change too much because I said this in a previous episode that in order to make a relationship successful, you'd have to do three things, just three things. You'd have to do good communication, you'd have to compromise, and you'd also have to commit. A lot of you guys cannot commit. And I'm going to add a fourth one to that to make it the four C's: change. Persons can bring out the best in you, and persons can also bring out the worst in you. If you found someone that is genuine, that loves you, that appreciates you for who you are, and is willing to stick with you and fight the good fight with you and walk that long journey with you, and you know that you are not where you need to be in that person's line of sight, change some things about you. So if you used to come home and kick off your dirty shoes and dirt up the carpet, take off your shoes one by one and put it to the side so it doesn't cause a mess. If you used to use the bathroom and leave it messy after you're finished, take a couple minutes extra, clean it up, put the toilet seat down, give it a nice appearance for the next person that's going to come and use it. If it's a case where you're a selfish person and you grew up in a selfish environment and you're taught to only cook food and prepare things for yourself, think about how the other person might feel and say, you know what? I'm going to open up my heart more. I'm going to change some aspects of my personality. I'm going to be more welcoming, more accommodating, more understanding, more caring, right? We can always improve. Like I said, no one is perfect. So once we embrace the benefits of change and we change for the better and not for the worse, life begins to fall into place, things begin to run smoother. You realize that you don't have to get on your nerves as often. You have a calmer mind, you have a more positive outlook on life, and you're able to see life for what it truly is: a beautiful cloud floating in the sky, changing shape, size, and location. Change is something that we all should be used to. It takes some time getting used to it, but Embrace the change that comes in your life. Who knows? Maybe it will take you to where you need to be versus where you want to be. You ever thought about that? Embrace change, have an open mind, think outside the box. The inside the box thinking will keep you inside the box. You need to look at the bigger picture and see the bigger world that is out there waiting for you to jump and take that first step of faith into the new life, the new destiny, the new future that you're constantly shaping. Because you know what the change is going to be. You don't know what's coming down the line, but you know that God has a plan. You know that things are going to work out for you. You know that change is going to be good. So have a wonderful day. Light of the darkness. And remember, open both arms. Welcome change. Thank you.